Hi everyone, this is Just Trying to Play It, and we are back with Pumpkin Days. Now we are on day 15. Now it seems like we've been playing almost forever, but day 15 is not that bad, and we have made some progress as you can see. Oh, we're going to learn how to do strawberry candies now. Sugar and strawberry. That's fine. Sounds good. Crafting channel. We're going to make an iron fishing rod. That's great because we are going to need a better fishing rod. Now, we have made some strides here. And as you can see, our farm is looking rather nice. We have a few things going on here, which we have our money crop over here. And that is going to be the glowing mushrooms. Now, we did go down into the mine and we managed to get a few of those. So I am very, very happy about that. We also managed to, I believe, plant some more over here. And then I think we've got strawberries going here. We've got a set of strawberries that are available to us. Now, for me, strawberries are very important because they are a constantly regrowing crop that gives us a source of food for being in the mines without having to purchase this food from Lily at the cafe or from anyone else, basically. So we're now a little bit self-sufficient with the food. Now we can still go ahead and get a few items from Lily if we so choose, but we may not want to do that necessarily. And please bear with me because I am trying to at least get this done before we lose power again. I am in the state of Texas, and I don't know if anyone knows, but today is February 17th, and we have been experiencing some very uncharacteristic weather, and with that weather comes very uncharacteristic problems. So we have been losing out on a lot of things, mainly power, cell phone service. There's been a lot of things going on. So I had a few moments where the power was actually working, and other than getting supplies and water and things like that, I did have a little time to, try to get some entertainment in, which, entertainment is not the main thing, but you don't know how much you appreciate being able to entertain yourself until you can't. So I don't know how many people would agree with that, but it is very important to not take certain things for granted. And I believe that we are learning that if we didn't already know that here in Texas right now. So I got $4.80 for that shipment. That's great. Okay, this is John's Corp. As a show of good faith, we are including a sample of our energy drink. Enjoy a cold one on us. Now, of course, I don't want their drink, but we're going to take it just in case. But anyhow, how much money do we have? $6.84. That's not a whole lot of money, but we'll get there. Anyway, how much? Okay, that's good. That'll give us some good strawberry juice. Now, the thing about it is even though I've played before, I am going to try to avoid making items that I know are very good unless I've learned them through either watching the television or I have also learned them through, helping people out. So in light of that, make sure you don't try to go too big too fast. You'll end up struggling. Yes, speaking of energy, did you get a kitchen yet? Would you like me to teach you how to make soup? It's really good for an energy boost. Yes, please do. You can turn quite a bit of vegetables into soup, All you need is one vegetable and salt, which you can get from the mines. You can also get salt sometimes from the farmer's market on Saturdays. How about you bring me some turnip soup that you made? Don't worry, I won't judge too much. Okay, so we now know how to make basically all kinds of basic soup. So that's what I mean. In light of that, we are going to make sure that we actually, I don't know how much lettuce I've got. I'm going to get some lettuce. But we're going to make sure that we actually only do things that we learn from here instead of getting ahead of ourselves and trying to learn other things. Now, we may experiment with some stuff that may or may not be a thing, but we're going to try to stick to what we're learning here as much as possible. And like I said, I have played before, obviously, but I'm going to play my character here based on what she's learning or not learning on the game. So I hope that you can appreciate that for what it's worth. But as I was saying about appreciating things, yeah, we here in Texas are struggling a bit. We are dealing with, as I said, an unprecedented, well, not unprecedented, which is the funny thing about it, but we are dealing with some weather that we're not used to, and because of that weather, it's affecting everything, and I do mean everything. People do not have power. Some people have not had power since, I want to say, Saturday or Sunday, and maybe even Monday at the latest. And then we are experiencing periodic loss of cell phone service, which means we are sometimes completely cut off from the world, which in this day and age, it's a little hard to deal with that because, we're used to being able to just get on the internet and talk to people. Now, he has a windmill. Did I ship enough stuff for one? I don't know. I really don't know if I did that. But, we're so used to just being able to just hop on the internet and talk to people or send a text message or something like that. And in this case, we really can't do that. So it's really, how much is this kitchen? I don't think I have a kitchen. Did I buy a kitchen yet? Let me see. How much is this kitchen? Small blend kitchen is $400. Now, if I don't have a kitchen, let me go see if I don't think I have a kitchen. I'm going to buy the kitchen so that I can cook some food so I can do some other stuff. But as I was saying, we're experiencing some difficult times right now, but I'm not going to say that those times are, we can get through it. So, that's just what we're going to have to do. We're just going to have to get through it. Yes, it's really, I don't want to call it annoying. It's an inconvenience, but it's not impossible. So, as far as supplies are concerned, yes, they are becoming a little scarce, but we will not give up on trying to find them. We will continue to look for them for sure. And, I'm not saying that there aren't any supplies whatsoever, but supplies are, there are some supplies that are ridiculous. People tend to take too much of it, and you find yourself, without for no reason at all. But, it happens. People panic. People want to, make sure that they're okay, which is fine, but they don't think about their fellow man. So, anyhow, let's see. We've got 3 lettuce that Tucker needs. We're going to take out the lettuce. We've got onions that someone else needs, but we have not made any onions yet. I've got onion seeds, but I see that I've already got some planted. That sells for nothing. I'm going to put that back in the trash, honestly. I really am. We have another thing over here. I didn't even see this. So I may have some other stuff over there. Come on, pick this up. Let's see. Chicken egg, chicken soup. Oh, cooking soup. Why did I get chicken soup from that? Okay, so someone wants an egg. We're going to take that out. I think today we are going to try our best to fulfill some of these requests because I really need... Oh, we do have strawberries. Okay. I don't know why I didn't think we had any strawberries, but I guess we do. Yes, those are in the fall. We might go ahead and plant these violets a little bit later. Let's see. Coffee is a good 20 each. Coffee is good, but it's not as good as I thought it would be. But beggars cannot be choosers. We really can't. So I think what I'm going to do. Oh, that's Evan. Evan and Blake are all the way over there. Tucker is close. Sebastian is close. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our bland kitchen down over here. Hello, bland kitchen. And we placed it backwards. So let's try this again, shall we? Let's see. At least be able to see. Yeah. Okay, we'll be able to see the thing. So let's do this. Now, yes, we can make these. We're going to make all of these into it. It's not that much, but I do like having enough food on me. So this is fine. And if I decide to go into the mine, which I probably won't, but if I decide to go in, then it won't be that big of a deal. So let's put this thing back in there because it really is trash. I don't like John's Corp. I find that, yes, they want to make money and it's everyone's right to make money, but they're trying to basically make the island a little bit worse. So, I'm not going to feed into that. So Tucker, here, we're going to go and take this over to Tucker. Now, this episode is probably going to be short because I don't want to run the risk of losing power while I am doing this. So, it may be a welcome thing for you guys. I don't know. What is this? This is a rock lobster. It's 40. It's going to go into the museum. But it's cool to see it because I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. So let's go and take Sebastian. Let's take her stuff because we're going to have to pass her. Anyway, this is I think she's the one that's inside of the post office. So we're going to go take her stuff and then see what she gives us. Sometimes you get really, really good things from people, as you saw in a couple of previous videos. Took you long enough. Guess you might as well take this. Not that I want you to have it. Just attitude. I'll take it. That couch is getting sold. So that's a $400 couch for maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 coins worth of stuff. So that's what I mean. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to reiterate that as much as possible because it just makes sense to just do stuff for them. When you're running low on money, start running errands for people. Start fulfilling their requests. Start trying to see if there's anything in the garbage. I'm trying to, give as many tips as possible as I'm playing. But maybe I'll do I don't know, tips and tricks thing. I don't know. Cool beans. Then this is for you. You earned it, bud. So he may have given me money. He normally does, which I think he did, which is fine, because we did pretty good today. I didn't want to spend the money on the kitchen, but it turned out well because look, we've got a couch that just basically replaced that. So let's look at our quota. Our quota is basically done. So we fulfilled our quota. My main goal is to fulfill my quota every month, every season, because there are some crops that are required for the quota. And then there are some crops that are not required for the quota. However, that does not mean that they're not required later. So my thoughts are, anytime I see a seed that Sebastian has that I have not planted, I'm going to plant it. And then maybe, just maybe, I'll get ahead one of these seasons to where I'll have my entire quota done for, I don't know, maybe the first week. And then I can spend the rest of the time, just trying to do some other stuff. getting some other things done, possibly trying to, wait, these are flowers. These are the roses. Was I going to, yes, I was going to sell the roses. I think I was. I believe I was. I was going to sell roses. And I mean, that's my thing, I was going to try and have like a selection of crops, mainly for, I guess you can say just for stock. If that's I guess that's the thing with farming. I just wanted to have a stock of crops just in case we needed them for anything, number one. And also, wait, what did you sell for? They sell for 10. So this right here is 900 plus another 400. So that's 1300. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I'm not going to say that any kind of money is ever bad unless I'm really working hard for it, which in that case I'm not. I'm just doing my job, which is being a farmer, because that is what I am. So I think that what I'm really looking forward to, honestly, if you can really look forward to a crop, are these. And given those, I am also going to be planting more of those. So I want to see how far I can take these. And that's going to be part of our experiment in this run, in this playthrough, is I want to see how far I can really take those. So let's see. I am going to eat this. Well, I think people ask for this thing, don't they? I don't see them asking for bacon, so we're going to eat bacon, which I don't know why they don't ask for bacon. Bacon is wonderful. Bacon is absolutely wonderful. So we're going to start clearing up some of this land here. I don't know if I'm going to use it all. I would love to, because I figure if I'm using all of this land, then I am really either growing a lot of money crops, or I've really just nothing else to do, than to grow the land. I mean, than to grow crops, So I think that, let's see, we're going to clear these over here. We're going to clear the ones that are closest to us and then worry about the other ones later. I should have checked with Hefe to see if he had any more, axes, because I believe that I broke my axe. Let's see, I don't see it in here. Where did I get two poop from? I need to do the smoky wood. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think that I used, yeah, I have my axe. Here it is. Let's get that bad boy out. We're gonna go recycling also again today. I just really truly believe that we should make sure that we're doing that too, because that becomes, I guess you can say, really important, because we don't have any money. Let's just put it that way. We really don't have that cash flow coming in that we want to come in. So until we do, it's very, very important that we have multiple ways to get money right now. And I think that we do, but obviously there are better ways and there are bad ways. Right now we have a bunch of gems. Now, people do ask for these gems as a request on the board also, but I think we're going to end up selling at least most of these gems. These, the pyrite and stuff, we may not sell a lot of those, but like the Nelsonite, let's see, the Zolcite, zinc, all of that stuff, we're gonna end up like just shipping those off, because we just need the I guess you can say the count, because we're trying to do as much of that as possible. Oh, that takes 3 hits with this thing. Okay, so do I want to go now? You know what, let's go and look at the television. I am trying my best to look at it twice a day, which is what you're supposed to do at 6 a.m. and then 6 p.m. Now, the weather one probably wouldn't make any sense to look at it twice. Oh, lemonade. Okay. One lemon, two lemons, one sugar. Okay. Well, that's good to know because we do have a lemon tree. Brown dog plushie. That's great too. Yeah, we do have a lemon tree. And I think one of the main things that I want to do is I want to find a purpose for everything that I grow. And in light of that, I think that a lot of those recipes, that's why I want to try to learn as many recipes. There are so many of them because there's just everything, It's like they can't tell you well, to make soup, you have to take they tell you to make soup, take any vegetable and mix it with salt, but you still kind of, have to get the recipe or at least experiment with it before you actually have the recipe in your history or in your list. So it's not like it automatically gives you that. Okay, so these are old plastic bags and they are one each, which is fine. These the boots are one each. The slim trunks, I think we saw last time, they were two each. And then the old netting, I want to say they were two each as well. And yes, they are two each. Now, there's going to come a time where I'm going to stop recycling. And I don't know when that time will be, but it will definitely happen because it makes no sense to continue to spend your time getting 200, 140, something like that, when you're making thousands. But you may say, oh, every little bit adds up. It does. It really does. But you're going to get to a point where your time is more valuable than it was before. And because of that, you're going to have to use your time to, do other things. Now, you may still enjoy recycling because that's just the person you are. But as I said, there's going to come a time where the recycling is going to be either too much of an annoyance, or you will just bank those recyclable items until you just make one big recycling trip, which is possible. And then you may see that it's actually well worth it. So do not keep that out of your mind as well. We're going to sleep until 6 because there's nothing I really need to get up early to do. And I want to get my mail. I want to go ahead and read. I want to go ahead and read look at the news. 37% of rain. So it looks like we're a chocolate bar. Oh my God, that sounds great. 2 cocoa powder and a bag of sugar. Now we got to find where to get cocoa. I don't know if we grow it here or if it's grown somewhere else, but it's good that we know it. An antique chair. I don't know what the BW stands for. I don't remember what that stood for. I'll find out probably eventually, but I don't remember. Okay, so mainly what we're doing today is we're watering, and that's kind of how I like it. I don't normally plant a lot of things, but the things that I do plant, I make sure that we water them every morning when we get up, and that we're looking after the stuff, and that includes the trees over here. I wanted to put the trees somewhere where I could see them and where I could give them the attention that they need. Now, these 2 trees are too big, so you don't have to worry about watering them anymore, which is great. I like that feature in here because once they're big enough, they basically take care of themselves. So we're going to water everything else. And then we're going to get our mail, which is our money, and who knows what else might be in it. Let's might as well refill our can while we're sitting here. And I don't know, today we're going to check, for a while, we're going to check with Sebastian and just see if there are any other seeds that we need. We've got onions growing, We've got lettuce multiple times. We've got strawberries. We've got sugar beets. Let's see what we have in here. Yeah, we've got turnips in here. We probably could do with some more turnips. Sugar beets are going to be an ever growing crop, because I mean it makes sugar, so it's like sugar is used for so many other things. You know, I want to just keep a nice stack of that going. And as we're doing it now, we're going to continue to grab the recycling items. Barley. Oh my God, I just sold. I just sold those. I should have kept some. It's 7 days to do them. I want to go see how long it takes to grow roses. If it don't take that long, I'll grow some more for Shayna. Barley, corn dogs. I'm really dying to see what they give for this. Because if you notice, when you do something, you're going to get at least double what it's worth. So I think we've seen corn dogs already. I don't know if we have. I don't know if we've seen. I think we did. We saw some corn dogs. And those corn dogs, I think, was, I don't know. Did we see corn dogs? Maybe we didn't, but I know I can get her an egg in time. I'm just so, are we growing? See, you forget sometimes what you're growing, what you're making. But let's check the mail first. Okay, $14.40 from that shipment, which is great. Hey farmer, are you interested in purchasing a gem polishing station? When you find uncut gems in the mines, they aren't worth much. You need to polish them first. If you ship 30 uncut gems, then I'll know it'll be worth stocking it in the store, Eddie. Okay, well that's important because we are definitely going to need that gem polishing station. I believe that is the only way that the museum will take gems is if we give them a good polish. So we're going to check that out. Now, let's check with Nicholas. If it comes down to where I can date someone, I'm thinking Nicholas is my guy. Need anything? Can you please give this cassette to Eddie? Yes, because I am probably going to swing by his place. Now, do have rose seed. Oh, they take 8 days. I mean, I don't mind doing another set of roses. I'll do another set. I mean, we're probably gonna have to ship out some flowers anyway, so I mean it makes sense. They're 10 each. I think they're one of the highest priced flower. Oh, you want something too? So Hefe, yes. We'll do that for you. Now what do you have? Let's get out of this. Okay, wheat. I think I have all of these. I don't think you can have enough wheat though, for real. I really don't think you can have enough wheat. And they grow in 3 days. It grows in every town. It grows all year round except for winter. I mean, wheat is wonderful. So we're going to buy some wheat as well. Now, how much money does that leave us with? $17.10. We're not rich. We're not poor. We're just getting started is basically where that is. We have enough money to do something with. Now, we're going to check with Hefe because I do want a better, I'm thinking my first meteor, I've already figured out what my first meteor tool is going to be. And I think it's going to be, and I hate to say this, but I think it might be the fishing rod. And hear me out, please hear me out, people, before you yell or anything like that. The fishing rod is important because it means that I can fish almost all the time without having to worry about losing stamina. Now, fishing, yes, is free. So that is a given. Fishing is free. But hold on. Hefe's telling me something. Chica It's my favorite kind of beer. And he gave me a daisy table. Too bad not remember. Sometimes they don't have it in stock. I am going to say yes to Hefe. Now, let's see. Hefe gave me this thing. 150. Yes, it's getting sold. We already know that. I mean, there's no point of even talking about it. Okay, so we have no time limit for that. So it's I'm gonna keep that. We've got a couple chicken eggs that people need, but we've got time here. So let's see what Hefe's selling. Iron shovel, iron hoe, silver hoe, which is great. A silver axe. That's 400. And that's going to bring me back. So I'm really going to pay roughly 300 for it because this axe was given to me when I was doing my task for Hefe. A silver axe sounds great, but I don't think I'm going to be doing so much wood cutting right now. I think it's really gold or bust right now. You may think that that's a little foolish, and I mean, to a certain degree, you're right, but I think that if I'm going to increase my tools, they're going to be some of the close to the best, and then the best. I don't want to do the little staggering thing. Okay, so you borrowed it from Ezekiel. I am so sick of that. Do you need anything from Ezekiel? Good. Okay, that's fine, because now I get to go to Ezekiel twice. Well, with 2 items. And I know Ezekiel's going to probably give me gold. But there's a couple times I think that Ezekiel actually gave me something different in my last playthrough. But it could be different now because we're out of, early access. So that's that. That's one of them. And here's another one. Okay, so he did give me 40 gold probably each time, which is, I mean, I'm good with that. The friendship points are really good. Get out of the trees, but the friendship points are really good. The other stuff clearly makes up for it. I think I used fertilizer on I was going to think about using fertilizer on the roses because they are worth 10, but then I said, no, I don't think that would make sense because I really have to get a lot more roses out of each one to make up for it. The fertilizer is 50 a piece, and in order for me to make that up, I have to get an additional 5 roses out of each plot, and I don't think it's worth it at that point, just to cover the cost of the things. So I really don't think it's worth it, so I won't do it. But there are some crops that you should do that with, and hopefully you will notice those as well. I could show you probably later. Hopefully I get to do a video on that, but I'm trying to wait until this crisis passes us before I really do anything else. But this is one of the reasons too why I tell people to stay safe, because it really, you just don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know what's around the corner. So you just really need to, like I always say, stay safe. Because there's so many things going on that you have no idea about. This weather we knew was coming, but a lot of the residents had no idea it was going to have this kind of impact on our power. We thought that we were going to go through a couple of days of, inclement weather, and then that would be it. You normally do that. You go through that. But in this case, it's inclement weather, it's power outages, we're losing cell phone service. It's almost, I think someone said it felt like, we were beginning zombie apocalypse or something. And I was like, oh, I mean, you laugh it off, but then you have to think about it and be like, well, they have a point, because it does feel like something weird is happening. But I'm not gonna go so far as to say it's zombie apocalypse, but it's definitely something is awry for sure. And I just wish that we as a whole were better prepared. I mean, we're making it to a certain extent, but we aren't making it to on a different scale. But the beauty of it is I'm not alone. So I do have that going. I think it would be a lot harder if I were here all by myself and I didn't have anyone to, not saying I want to share the misery, but it's kind of like that. I do have people here with me that are with me to go through this with. So it does help the times when like the power goes off and you're like, oh my God, the power's off. What are you going to do? And then, I mean, sitting around being able to talk to people and to, connect with people and just knowing that there's people here really makes a difference when things like this happen. But, we're not going to dwell on that. I'm hoping that, I can continue to make videos regardless of whether, you love them or not. But I do hope that I can continue to do this because I have fun with it. I have a lot of fun with it. So I'm going to continue to do it as long as I'm having fun. And so far, I don't see that stopping anytime soon. Okay, so he wants me to make, I believe, a turnip soup. Yes, so I do have turnips and stuff. I'm only waiting for milk to come to... Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. I'm only waiting for milk to come to the, I could do a few of these. Let's do 10 of these. No, let's do 11 because we're going to end up giving him one, I think. Cool. Turnip soup. Now, do we have time to get back down there? Let's see. But, I do enjoy these games. This game has a lot of depth to it, and I like games like that. It's 3D. I don't mind 2D games also, but, a 3D game really kind of, tickles your fancy, so to speak. I love the way they've made it, and I'll continue to play games like this. But, the soup that we've made, we're going to try that with a bunch of other vegetables. Since it's one of each, like one salt, one vegetable, we're going to try it. If you look here, this soup sells for 20. The turnip is 3 and the salt is 2. So you're actually quadrupling what that would be worth, which is fine. I'm not going to really dwell on that, but you are increasing your money, obviously. Okay, so we completed that. Turnip soup is one of his favorite, and we got 20 tomatoes for it. Well, that's great. You can make soup with these as well. Take care, bud. Appreciate that. And we got 50 friendship with him. Now we can see who's going to be first. Probably getting as much friendship as we can with them, and it's going to be Sebastian. So, he's always got something for us. And we see him more often. He's the one that sells us seeds. So why wouldn't we? But I think that's an obvious choice for probably a love interest. And, I don't want to create any kind of conflict, by saying that his brother is, the one. But his brother might be the one. And we could be friends with, it'll work because we can date the brother, but we're still friends with Sebastian. So it works because the family loves us, so there you go. But anyhow, we're going to go to the farm and we're going to do a few more things. And then in light of what's going on with the power and everything, we're going to wrap this one up. I'm going to try to get it up as soon as possible. But, a lot of you may not see this until after the crisis is over. And then some may not see it even then. I don't know. So we're gonna do this. But yeah, the things that I'm saying is, if you're going to sell turnips, they're 3 each. They're really not a lot. If you turn around and sell the salt, it's 2 each. It's not a lot. But if you combine the turnips and the salt, you now have a soup that is 20. So let's see if we can make tomato soup, since it says that we possibly could. So we're going to hit experiment. We're going to put a salt in there, and we're going to put a tomato in there. And it makes tomato soup. Now we're going to look at tomato soup again. Obviously the salt is 2. The tomato is 5. That's 7. Tomato soup is 20. So you're still about tripling that, which is fine. Or you now have a great source of food. So you see where your cursor, where your amount is right now. So let's just do the tomato soup. Now it gives enough. It's probably 1/3 of this whole bar. That's not bad. It's not bad for something that's really not costing you that much. You don't have tomato seeds. I'm not going to make these into tomato seeds right now, even though I could. You make tomato seeds by just doing that and then hitting the seed button. Now, I'm not going to do that yet. Well, then again, yes, I am. I'm going to make one into a seed. So, we have a tomato seed. Some have a fuzzy texture. They only grow in the summer. So, it's fine because they're going to regrow. But if we need them, we'll be able to have them by that time. So that's nice to know, just in case we have, say, a quota that we can fulfill right away. We may have the tomatoes to do it. If we don't have the quota to do, then at least we've got, you know, some tomatoes to get us started. Now, normally I don't do that, but like mix those up. I just use what I need to use and then just put the rest of them away. But I'm thinking we're just gonna go ahead and use the rest of these turnips to make a quick amount of turnip soup, and that gives us 13. So we've got a good amount of soup going. We've got some strawberry juice, which is great. We've got something to eat and drink. And I think what we're going to do next time is, obviously, once we take care of our fields and everything, we're going to see if we have enough, if we shipped enough flowers. If we haven't, we're going to ship out some more flowers until we start getting the bee boxes. Now, the bee boxes are going to cost us some money. I believe they are more than 500 a piece. We may get one to start off with and sit it over here because we have some flowers all around it. And that's where you want your bee boxes. You want them surrounded by flowers at every angle, because if they have enough flowers around them, then they will end up giving you honey each day. And I believe that is true. If it's not, I'm sure someone is going to correct me, but I believe that holds true to this, and you will end up with actually quite a few. I mean, if you've got 3 of them, you'll get 3 a day. If you've got 5 of them, 5 of them. It's just a matter of how many can you fit in this little space. So I don't know, maybe you can fit 5 in here, or maybe you can fit 3 in here. But they'll have flowers in front and flowers behind them. So that means that they'll produce, you know, each time, you know, each day you'll have honey. And then you can use the honey for, obviously, cooking, or I believe you can use it for drinks at the end. I think it creates some sort of a drink, if I'm not mistaken. But for right now, we're going to clean up this area some more and just collect some of these wood planks. Nicholas wants some planks, so we're going to try our best to get him what he needs. And I think that I am going to, we did a soup last time. Let's do that. See, that doesn't give a lot, but it's enough because you have something and you can get a lot of it and it's cheap. You don't have to go and buy it. So let's do a soup this time. The soup really, neither one of them together. By themselves, they're pretty bad, but together they work. So let's get a couple more whacks of this, and then a couple more whacks of this. Now I believe with other tools, the number of whacks it takes to get brown wood and all the other wood goes down. Let's make sure there's nothing to be harvested, because we're gonna call it a night soon. So let's go in here, let's check our weather. Oh God, yeah, I'm too close. Oh, I'm too far rather. Okay, weather. Is it still the same? 37%. It's going up. Salmon with honey mustard. That actually sounds pretty good. Let's see. Salmon fillet and a honey mustard. That actually sounds very, very good right now. Crafting channel, iron shovel. That's great. You can substitute the brown wood with any type of wood after you learn the recipe. So yeah, when you're experimenting, you can only use brown wood. So I think we're going to sleep until the next day. And here we are. We have something in the mail, of course, because we shipped some stuff out. But let's check the cooking channel. Fig jam. Okay, 2 fig, 2 bags of sugar. And ma'am, you got jam. Antique table. That's also good to know. Okay. We are on a rainy day as well, which is always good. Always good. You love the rain as a farmer. We've got some mushrooms to do. We've got some more strawberries to do. I need to remind myself not to pick these up until the day before winter. So yeah, I think we're going to end it there just because of what's been going on with the power and things like that. So, you know, I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like. If you didn't enjoy the video, please leave me a dislike. I truly mean it when I say stay safe, everyone, because, you know, it's like I said, you don't know what's around the corner. So until next time, this is just trying to play it. Please stay safe, everyone.